How can I be aware or try to be if there's no one here? Thank you. That's exactly it. So when you begin to learn this subject, they say you've got to put your attention into the moment. So you've got to put your attention into what's happening, or put your attention into why I am, or the consciousness. But who does that? That's only something that can be watched. That's only something that can be experienced. Gosh, it's so much easier being able to use the word consciousness and the I am. Like, I wouldn't be able to explain that if I didn't use consciousness and the I am. But the one that's trying to put their attention into the I am, or into what's happening, is being watched, is being known because it's happening. So anything that's happening isn't solely you. So if you're putting effort into being present, that's just a fraction of you. That's not the experiencer. That's somebody that's doing something. But who you are is consciousness, which is all things, which isn't separate. It is all things simultaneously. And then there's a person that's trying to put its attention into consciousness, but consciousness is everything. So even thinking is everything. But however, when that person is really suffering, that practice can be really good for the person to settle the person down. But it won't lead you to enlightenment, because who becomes enlightened? Who? 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 Who becomes enlightened? There's nobody to become enlightened. Everything that you think you are is a movement of stories, and you're constantly redefining yourself, and your friends are constantly redefining yourself, and you constantly redefining your environment through your storytelling. But they're not fixed things. There is no somebody that's fixed inside the body, and there isn't an environment that's fixed out there. We use stories in order to navigate our environment. It doesn't mean that you are a story, or that your environment is a story. The McDonald's shop isn't that it's like 4 turns after B and Q. That's not what McDonald's is, and it's not where it's come from. Like, it was developed from somebody called MacDonald that came from Scotland and had a big red nose and looked like a clown and was a little scary. That's not what McDonald's is either. We know that about a shop, but about ourselves, we're like, well, we're all the past events. Everything we've done. We're our name, we're our looks. Even though we know it's always moving, everything we say about ourselves, we can also say a different way the next time. And we dislike it when we see people doing that. We're like, but last time you said this about yourself. But of course, everybody's always changing their mind about who they are, because who they are isn't fixed. And the more that we can be okay with that, the more that everyone can be their self, not a fixed thing that's always changing their mind and changing who they think or feel themselves to be on the character level. And seeing that there is something that's permanent, and what's permanent is everything, which is nothing. Everything experiencing itself, which is nothing experiencing itself, because everything and nothing are the same. Like, if it's everything, it's no one thing. Everything and no one thing. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. This subject is beautiful. It's nice doing it through the phone. I'm eternally thankful